Hi everybody and welcome to episode 36 of the Rieg AD Wedding Show. We are here with Heinz from Heinz In Style in Port Elizabeth. It's the first time that we visit your shop. It's the first time that you open today, seeing the whole COVID epidemic.
Yes.
And we're excited with you that you can actually open again and view and see people on appointment.
Yes.
Heinz, tell us a little bit more about your history and how it all started.
It's terrible. I'm a little boy from Uppington, which is 980 kilometers from here, and I grew up on the banks of the Orange River. But I moved to PE, I studied marketing and sales management here, went to the army, yes, 2 years of that, and I opened the shop on the 22nd of July 1992. We moved to this premises 25 years ago because we're celebrating our 28th birthday now, this year, 2020, on the 22nd of July.
Wow, Heinz, that is an amazing, it is a lifetime. We're still then youngsters in the industry in comparison.
We all learn every day, so we're still youngsters all the time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Heinz, tell us, how does your shop work, and is it just tailor-made items? I see a big shop full of the most amazing clothes. How does it work on a wedding? How do you go about?
We've got two sections. We've got Heinz, which is the men's section, and then we've got In Style, which is the ladies section. All our garments that you see here in the shop is for rental.
Okay.
So we only rent. We rent suits, shirts, waistcoats, neck pieces, braces, walking sticks, hats. And then on our ladies' side, we do dresses, we do accessories, jewelry, and that type of thing. You don't need to buy a suit or buy a dress because you wear it once and then it hangs in your cupboard, and for some other reason it very often shrinks. And very often people have the dresses made and then we get the phone call 3 months later, Heinz, we've only worn this dress once. Now what must I do with it, darling? Because our dresses have got extra seams and extra hems in so that we can alter, because some of the fabrics we can alter. And for the grooms and for the guys doing the matric farewells and the black tie events and the modeling shows, you don't wear a suit all that often again afterwards.
Totally.
So instead of spending an absolute fortune on a suit, you can do it at a very reasonable price with us on a rental basis. We alter the garments, we clean the garment before you get it. So it's wonderful, it's much easier.
Okay, so how far in advance would you, specifically now, we're standing in the gentleman's section, would a groom and his entourage be coming to see you, and must the entire party come over? How does it work?
Okay, very easy. As soon as the bride and her entourage has got their garments sorted, in other words, style and color, we need to start chatting to the guys, because by that stage the date is determined, the venue is determined. If there's a bit of a theme to it, that's determined. So then we need to start chatting to the guys. And yes, I prefer to have the boss here, which is apparently the bride. We prefer to have her here because you know what, by the end of the day, the bride is looking at the groom for the day.
Yeah.
Although her dress is a surprise for him, she needs to be happy with his outfit.
Okay.
So they come in, we do by appointment, I do after hours appointments. We open on a Saturday, obviously after the COVID, hopefully we'll be more open than just on appointment for now. And it can be 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, but we also do a Friday morning, Heinz, I need something to wear tomorrow night. So we do it all.
Okay,
it's not a problem.
You can accommodate anyone, even the non-planners, because often I think the groom's clothes get left for a little bit later.
It's true.
The lady usually
Very
begins months in advance. Yeah. Okay, so it's very interesting that you say the boss must come with, happy wife, happy life type of thing. Yeah. I like the whole philosophy behind it. Then you already have the support of the wife as well.
Yes.
Yeah, and you know that they will commit to their appointments.
Yeah, but you must also remember the bride starts dreaming about her wedding day as soon as she can remember. For the groom, it's not an issue. We're happy in shorts and tackies or jeans and sneakers. So, but unfortunately for your wedding day, you need to look a little bit more decent because, that's photos that you're going to look at for the rest of your life. That's a video you're going to look at for the rest of your life.
Yes.
And you know what, a year down the line and you look at it and you say, I should have.
Yeah.
Which is not good.
It's never a good thing. I mean, we've seen as well, being wedding photographers, it's so nice when the guy actually have been groomed by a professional and wearing tailored suits that's really fitting. We've often seen guys that I think for the first time put on their blazers and stuff, and you can see it's not made for them.
It's not fitted for them.
The suit is wearing them and not them wearing the suit. And a professional like you have to compliment a guy in his suit, and that's only when it's fitted by a professional that it can look like that way.
You know what? Grooming also is not just the suit. It's also your skin. It's also your hair. It's also your shoes. It's also your belt. Very important, and also your hands, because you know what, people look at your hands for the whole time.
Yes.
The bride's hands get photographed with a beautiful shiny new ring, but the groom's hands also get photographed. So it's important to be well manicured all over.
Usually we end this interview with tips, but I mean that is like one of the most important tips that a guy needs to listen to. Most of our viewers are ladies, and it's important that they convey it over. There's nothing like a not well groomed guy getting married, wearing a suit that it's not complimenting, and as you say, the hands.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, ladies, if you look at this now, it's important that you groom your guy.
Yeah.
Make the appointments for his facial.
Yes.
Make the appointment for his hair. If he's got a beard, make that appointment if he doesn't do it.
Yes.
Because you know what, again, you look at the photos and you think, wow, you look terrible.
Yeah.
Because the bride spent a lot of time on her outfit, on her hair, on her makeup, on her nails, on her shoes. You need to compliment that.
For sure.
You need to step up an extra level.
I totally agree.
You can't just, we'll slap on something out the cupboard. It doesn't work like that.
No.
Very often we don't have things like that in our cupboard. So we need to get the professionals in. And we need to do the thing. And you know what? It gives me inner satisfaction to start working with a guy and with a 2-3 week, sometimes a 6-week period, and we see how they develop and how they get groomed, and also posture. You know what? If you've got slouchy shoulders, doesn't look so good on photos. You stand in front there at the church or ceremony section and you look tired. So not a nice way to start your marriage. So there's a lot of tips that can be given. I think that is a total episode on its own, I must be very honest with you. But it is wonderful to look good, to feel good, and you portray that, because then you come across much more confident.
Totally.
Absolutely.
Totally. Is there now currently? I know everything. The focus is a lot on COVID-19 and everything, but there must be trends now in the industry. Would you give a guy advice to go with a trend or timeless? How?
Very important. You can go with a trend, but if your bride wears a romantic classic outfit, you can't do the trend.
Yeah.
It looks stupid. Trends at the moment in any case is like a smarty box. It all depends what compliments you, what suits you, and what suits the bride and the actual ceremony. You know what, if your bride is doing a huge lemon meringue dress, it's no use you arrive in this small cut wannabe little suit,
you
because
have to
it doesn't
make the
work.
statement with
you
her.
need to do the more classic, maybe the classic tux, but then you add a bit of trend to it in a funky bow tie or a funky waistcoat, which is much nicer. In other words, you combine classic with high fashion, and that actually works much better.
Okay.
Because that then complements the bride and you, and it also gives you a bit of individuality.
Thank you very much for that. That's also a great tip, the classic, and just the hint of the trend at the moment.
Bit of attitude.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. Heinz, we've got Rieg behind the camera. I was wondering, he is the perfect fit. If you can maybe do a little bit of styling on him, recommending a jacket, and we can go from there.
Maybe for your wedding renewal, vow renewals, hey? It's only what? How many years?
It's only 20 years now.
Okay, so in 5 years' time. Yeah, we can do that. Would you like to take off your mask and your top shirt, sir?
Let's
Jeez,
do it.
This model's taking his time.
I know, he is not like that. Loves the attention. Oh, he loves the blue.
Oh, he does? Come, my friend, let's see. Nice, got the serious face on. Right, let's try. No, there you go. Thank you. You see now with that, for instance, you can add a waistcoat if you would like, which works very well. Sorry for the red hanger. You can do a tie, which also works, but nowadays we can also do a funky bow tie, for instance. Complementing there, do that. You can do a wing-collared shirt, you can do a normal collar shirt. Nowadays, they also very often they wear tan shoes. Now, I personally, I'm not a hot favorite of tan shoes because it's a more casual look, it's more a day look. Obviously, from 3 o'clock onwards, we classify it as an evening event. Then I prefer them to wear black shoes. And that makes it just so much more formal. You feel more comfortable in that?
I'm impressed because you took the hanger, or the jacket off the hanger, and I mean, if I look at
Not a shabby note. We can either lengthen your arms or shorten the sleeve.
Just need to lose like 3 kilos.
Yeah, but the shoulder fits, so you need to do something here. Because if you go one size up, the shoulders is not hang,
and I think that's one thing that we often see with the jackets is that the guys would wear a jacket that's too big on the shoulders
or too small,
and it doesn't. You don't wear the jacket then. Yeah. No, this is beautiful.
But
Jeez,
you don't look too bad in blue, sir. I must be honest. Congratulations. There we go.
Thank you very much.
Sure, you're more than welcome.
That's impressive.
And then there's a variety of shirts, something else you can do. Instead of just wearing plain blue or white shirt, you can also do a slight stripe or a slight check, which also works quite nice nowadays. Okay. And it gives a bit of a different flavor. Gives a bit of a different flavor to your look. Just to give you an idea.
Oh yes, that's a beautiful shirt.
You can do that. You can do it as an open neck shirt if you want to, because often nowadays weddings are also like cocktail orientated events, not just the strict. So you can do that, and yes, you wear your collar on the inside of the jacket. You do not flip it over. So you can wear it as an open neck shirt, nice and relaxed.
That's beautiful. That's definitely beautiful.
Or you can do a little stripe. You also get
21 years. I don't think we must wait for 25 years. 21.
You can do 21?
Yeah.
We can do 21. It's not a problem at all.
Well, Heinz, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
That was amazing how quick it went, and I think that's maybe a indication for the guys as well. Yeah. Is you're not going to spend a whole day here, and you're not going to. No. You're going to be able to sum up someone very, very quickly and get them in the right clothes.
Yeah.
And I know the guys don't like it like the women. The women will spend a whole day looking at various shirts and things. So but thank you very much. I think from our side, you see how AD managed to swap with me very quickly, get me out behind the camera. So to our viewers, thank you very much for watching. Heinz, thank you for making the time. We wish you only the best going forward from here. I mean, it's been difficult times. I think opening your shop for the first time in so many months must be amazing. We really...
Yeah, it was quite nerve-wracking. I must be honest, yesterday when I came in to do prep work, I was actually nervous. Yeah, believe it or not, like I'm opening my shop for the first time. Yeah. It was eerie.
Just imagine.
But yeah, once the negative is out, positive attitudes in, the music was on, lights were on, staff was back. It was actually quite awesome and it was very awesome to see clients so far.
Yeah, I can just imagine. Absolutely. It's the same for us. I mean, the moment we started with this and you're out and you're actually meeting the suppliers and the people again, you have purpose again. You're not sitting at home and looking at your computer. So.
Yeah,
to our viewers, thank you very much for watching. We will put all the details down below. And please remember to subscribe to our channel, help us grow this channel, and remember that we'll be giving away that Rieg AD family lifestyle or couple shoe to the value of 3,000 Rand when we get to 1,000 subscribers. See you guys tomorrow. Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you.
Thanks, Heinz.